As you guys know, last week I played my first ever Futures tournament and I competed for my first ATP point in singles and doubles over in the 25k in Sardinia, Italy. Now this week we travelled straight to Meerbusch in Germany to play my second ever Futures tournament, a $15,000 event. Now once again I was in qualifying. I had to get through 3 rounds to get to the main draw like I did in Italy. The first round I played an unranked opponent. It was a relatively straightforward match. I was able to cut my errors to a minimum, played nice and consistently. My opponent did put out some really lovely drop shots from time to time, but I think overall I held my nerve really well and got through the first round nice and solidly. The second round was against the world number 899, a veteran again of the Futures Tour. He was also the seed number 1 in qualifying, so to beat him would be a massive upset. It would also mean I get a further 1 ITF Pro Circuit point. So let's take a look at the highlights from that match and see how it went.
So to start this match off, I knew that my opponent had a pretty good serve from what I'd seen during the warm-up. These courts were pretty surprisingly soft, to be honest, so I knew that it was going to be important to move around the ball and there were going to be quite a few dodgy bounces towards the baseline, so I had to make sure that I wasn't trying to take it too early or rely on timing, but instead wait for the ball to bounce and try and really load my legs and drive through the court exactly like this, using the forehand and trying to come into the net. I did realise as well that my opponent was very, very quick and made it really difficult for me to put away balls, especially on a slightly softer court. I knew, of course, that my opponent had much more experience than me, so I knew that I was going to have to be super reliant on my service games and serve really well, do the 1-2 punch, which I usually do very well in matches, and try and execute and hold as many games as possible. And up until now, there weren't even that many breakpoint chances, and here comes the first of the match. And as you see, he does a very good job of fending it off, and that may have been a costly chance that I just missed, but I know I didn't make an unforced error, so I can't be too frustrated with myself going into the 5-4 serving game on the back foot. Now we've come to the business end of this set where it began to heat up.
And after the first set, I thought it would be the perfect time to say thank you to everyone that's subscribed to the channel so far, helped support the channel by watching and liking the videos. You guys mean so much to me. And if you haven't already and you're enjoying the videos, make sure you go down there, drop a like on the video and subscribe to our channel for more Road to 1 ATP Point videos to come in the future. As you can see, we're here at Mouratoglou, so a little sneak peek for what's to come. Trust me, it's epic. Smash that subscribe button.
So I think after having chances to go 5-all in the first set, mentally I was frustrated. I was annoyed with the fact that I couldn't close out that service game. And here, at the beginning of the second set, I could feel a little bit of that frustration still inside me. This is something I think I need to work on mentally in these matches, and something I'm learning very quickly on the Futures Tour is that one lapse in concentration can cost you 1 or 2 service games, which can eventually cost you the match. So here, I'm in a mental fight more than a physical fight to get myself back on track and try and find a way back into this match. And from this position, it is looking bleak, but I said to myself that I'm never going to give up hope. I'm going to keep fighting for every point and try and find a way back into this match, even after being so far down and behind.
So unfortunately it wasn't my day and I had to leave the venue pretty disappointed with my overall performance. I think I let my mindset in the second set slip a little bit. My opponent also played very well in the second set, hitting his targets, being aggressive, but mentally I wasn't able to really come back and fight my way back that I usually would be able to. Now, after the loss, I went home to reset for a week, and now I'm at Mouratoglou Tennis Academy, where I'm training to prepare for futures tournaments in Tunisia in the weeks to come. And I'll let you guys in on a little secret. We filmed the video with Patrick Mouratoglou himself, a part 2 to the session we filmed here last time. It was actually on the courts just over there. So that's going to be an awesome video, so you make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on that.